What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Acts of Creation. And on this week's lesson, we check out my favorite track from the Opiate era, Tool's Jerk Off. So before we jump into the lesson, I want to take a quick minute and talk about DistroKid, because not only do they help support content on this channel, but they also support you in getting your music out to where it needs to be. DistroKid is a service that puts your music to online stores and streaming services. DistroKid is the only place you can find unlimited uploads at a fixed price. DistroKid is perfect for solo musicians, bands, DJs, performers, producers, and YouTube creators who record in the studio or at home. Be sure to check out the VIP link down in the description below, and you can receive 7% off the plan of your choosing. Now, I personally use the Musician Plus plan, and there are two things specifically that I want to highlight that I really like about that plan. The first being, it allows you to have customizable release date and a pre-orders for those release dates, as well as customizable label names and iTunes pricing. The second thing is it allows you to release music under two different names. So I can take a demo track that I wrote and release it under Acts of Creation, and I can also release music under a different artist name. So if all that sounds like it will benefit you, please check out the VIP link down in the description below. And while you're down in that description box down below, please check out the link for the Guitar Pro and the PDF transcription for this lesson, okay? So let's jump right into it. We are in a drop D tuning, all right? So it's a pretty straightforward song. Like I said, it's one of my favorite, it is my favorite track to play from the Opiate era. It's very aggressive. So the opening riff, you're basically power chords an octave higher than the main riff itself. So I transcribed it way up in 19th position. Right, and essentially it's a power chord, 19, 19. And then on that fifth string, step up and hit 20. And then down to the 19, back down to the low string. Back up. And then you have that ending phrase. 19 on the low string, 20, 19 on the fifth string, back to 20 on the low string. Now, he opens the song, Jones opens the song with that riff way up there. I prefer to play it on the D string. I just like the timbre of the thinner strings, but I'm not sure if he plays it up there. I don't think I've ever even seen a video of him playing it, but I've seen it transcribed up there, and I wanted to transcribe it up there for you so you can see the main riff. It's the same exact thing. Just in position 7 and 8, fret 7 and 8. Right, so each one of those riffs is played 4 times, and then we go right into the verse, really straightforward. And as we get into that, play the power chord rather than single notes. Right, the verse goes on, verse goes on. And we have that little transition riff. I like to play a little 8, 10, 12 step up into that riff. I'm not sure if Jones plays that or not. I like to do it. And then the main riff kicks in. 12, 00, 12, 012, 012, 33. And then we go into that part, and this is probably going to be one of the trickiest riffs in the song because you have a lot of alternate picking, and you don't really see this type of riff from Jones a lot, this kind of alternate picking. So it's frets 5, 8, and 3. Right? And you're going to hear that rhythm, that dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun, where we got that down, up, throughout this entire song, and you're going to hear it later as well. So right, and then we move into that part of it. And that is 5, 05, 05, 08, 03, 33. So it's right? So it's 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 8, 0, 3, 3, 3, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 8, 0, 3, 3, 3, 0, 5, right? Very simple, straightforward power chord riff, but it's nice and aggressive, and that energy is, you can feel it when you play it live, right? It just translates really well, better than some of the old songs, I think. So then we go back into the verse, and then kind of everything repeats. Okay, and I'm not going to go over all that again because we just did. And now we're just going to kind of go straight into the breakdown section, right? So we're coming out of that main chorus and you're going to jump into the main riff once, and then we're going to slide down, and it's a lot harder than it sounds than it actually is because it's just the main riff. It's the exact same riff, but we're just going to play it on 2, we're going to play it on 3, we're going to play it on 5, and we're playing it on 6. And rather than just pick out the power chord, it's actually an octave. Right? And we're going to play it down there. So we're going to do it 2 times, 2, 3, 2, 3. Right? And then you're going to play 4 on the low string, so it's 2, 3. And it's the same thing, just played on the 3rd fret, right? So we're going to do that twice. And right there, we're going to grab the 6, and that's going to lead us to the 5, the 5th fret. And it's the same riff, just in 5th position. And then when we get out of it, play the power chord, 8, 10. You can play the full power chord here, if you want to. And then the guitar kind of fades out at this point, drops out of the song. Feel free to ad-lib anything you want there. Have some fun with it, right? So as this part fades out, it's going to slowly build up the riff, and then we're going to go basically into that main riff, that 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 8, 0, 3, 3, 3. And then we have the little Quasi guitar solo, which is just a power chord. We're going to be in 17th position, 17, starting on our D string, 17, 19, 20. And here's that rhythm again, that down, up, down, up, down, down. That rhythm here, we're going to accent our 16th notes. And then at the end of it, you have dot, dot, right? So it's down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. Right, and then we go into that part, and I'm really aggressive, really heavy. Now, I've seen this tabbed out. We're up here in 17th position. Maybe that's what he's doing, but I like to play it down here on our nice heavy power chords. It just makes it way more aggressive. All right, 5, 3, 5, 8. Right into that, and that's the end of the song. You do it twice as long, and then you just end on that 5. And there you go, Tool's Jerk Off. Like I said, my favorite track from the Opiate era. Like I said down in the description below, you can find the Guitar Pro and PDF transcription of this song. Please click to that subscribe button if you like what's going on, because we do this weekly. And as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.